This was our Tac Fit Pistol open range day. Our goal was to get the shooters to shoot in unconventional shooting positions which they would find themselves in a realistic gunfight. Our secondary goal was to push the students, get them to train in the red zone, get the heart rate up, let them finally be able to train in an environment where breath control is required. We call that the red zone.
I want you to draw your firearms. Lock your slides to the rear and load that first mag of 15. Right, get in the push-up position.
Each ORD begins with a cold shooter assessment drill, qualification, which will be one of our law enforcement qualifications or diplomatic security qual or the FBI concealed carry qual. Every ORD has a different qualification of some sort because we should all know where we stand that day and have a percentage or a baseline to compare our shooting against so that we know when we're making improvement and when we're not.
Come to a standing. You're going to engage with 4 rounds, perform a speed reload, and engage the threat with 2 more.
One of the things that you'll notice that Paraclete Consulting Group does consistently, even in our civilian classes, is and we hold them accountable and we raise the bar of training and we subject them to training that the civilian market normally never gets. And we hold them to the same standards as our law enforcement classes. Whether they know it or not, they're shooting law enforcement qualifications and drills. Some of this is normally reserved for SWAT. We raise the bar and we push them to those levels, and we find that they consistently meet those requirements.
Okay, so you're going to start like this with your hands up. As the buzzer goes off, I'm going to lean back if I have to. If I'm shooting concealed appendix, fellas, I have to be aware of this right here, my A-frame, okay? I'm just standing. Knees are up, fingers straighten off the trigger, and I'm drawing right here. I'm not muscling my lower extremities, and then I'm gonna do a slight little crunch, get that master grip, 2 rounds.
Roll left 1.
Now I'm gonna roll to my left. Watch my trigger finger, it's off. Man, if I have to break my grip, just break my grip. And I'm rotating my hips to the left. Sight, squeeze.
Stay right there. Guys, notice his foot placement, how his foot is down and not propped up. You obviously do not want it up, right? From there, we're gonna roll to the right.
I'm gonna bring the gun up because this knee's coming over. I'm gonna be aware of that. I cannot muzzle myself. I break my grip and I roll to the right. Now I'm just standing right here, squeezing.
Each ORD is packed with individual training, individual shooter assessment, shot group analysis, constant critiques of the shooter. The ORDs are not designed to just show up and shoot. We're not a shooting range, we're a training company. And our goal is to push these shooters beyond the normal levels of exposure that they've received thus far in their lives.
And mechanics and operation of the handgun and what is going on with our grip while we're moving from point A to point B, okay? We'll make sure there's no brass right here that you slip on. Go as fast or as you can go. That's it. On threat front, I am going to draw my weapon. I am running during that active shooter situation, going from this point of cover to that point of cover, all right? So, on the command of threat front, man, I'm taking off. I'm manipulating my garment. I see the threat. My muzzle's oriented down range, and I'm taking off over there. I'm not gonna run like this. My weapon is oriented down range, and I'm busting my grip, and I'm gonna take off. I start to pivot now. Sight, squeeze, take the shot. I break my grip, and I take off. And I'm running here, start now, pivot, sight, squeeze, take off. Start, sight down. I break my grip and I take off. And I'm pumping. Sight down.
Sight down. 1 shot. Boom. Make that baby up. If you miss, make it up. There you go. Good job, baby. Yeah, get some. Keep going.
Like
Squat thrusters and throw it up in the air. Yes, let it bounce, pick it up, do it again. Let it hit the deck.
I don't know if mine would miss.
Movement drills. Threat front. There you go. Take off. Sight now.
Go one more.
Orders, go. Sight now, squeeze. One round, go.
Little target, little target.
Come on, baby.
Go. The
Little target.
The little target. Don't shoot till you get to the cone.
Watch that descent over
Right
here,
there,
baby.
Right there.
Squeeze.
Back this way.
Perfect, run. Pivot, sight now. Squeeze. How you feeling? Are you good? 69 years old. Get it in. Get in some heart rate. Breathe.
I'm gonna help you shoot your gun. Point your gun at the thing. Put your finger on the trigger. Now I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna get my finger on top of yours. Now you feel all this slack in here?
Yeah.
It comes to this hard part called the wall. You're now on the wall, okay?
Okay.
This is where I want to take the shot from. Don't squeeze. I'm gonna do it for you. You're on that wall. Align your sights.
Yeah.
And then press it straight to the rear. Hot damn. See how my finger's down?
Yeah.
Let it out. Oh, hear it click?
Yeah.
You're back on that wall. Finger straight off trigger. Don't shoot unless you pull the slack out. It comes to that hard part, the wall. Align your sights, then squeeze.
Most shooters have spent their entire lives shooting and standing static on the 3, the 5, maybe the 7. We even see intermediate and advanced pistol courses where students are not challenged, not pushed, and don't exceed the 10-yard line and continue just to stand inside that static, artificial, benign range shooter's box is what we like to call it. Even in our basic classes, we are forcing, encouraging the students to move. We tell them, watch a police cam of officer-involved shooting, and at no time will you see an officer standing and drawing at the 3-yard line in opposition to the threat. And they are moving. They are getting off the X. They are moving diagonally and stepping laterally, left and right, going to a kneeling or being knocked down to the ground. Our shooters, we train them so that if they find themselves in one of those situations, it won't be the first time, and they know that they can survive it.
Sight now. Strong hand reload. Get it up.
One round. Kneeling. Get your finger off that. Standing. One round.
Sight now.
Come on, you're taking too long. Now! That target's gigantic. Come on! Come to that
3
little
rounds.
deck.
3 rounds. Holster. UMAG.
Kneeling. Up, down.
One round. One round. Kneeling. One round. Stand.
Threat.
Yes.
Every drill that we run is one more opportunity for us to conduct a deep and thorough analysis of the shooter. And it's the 7 fundamentals of marksmanship, it's grip, it's trigger control. And as you see in these cases here with these drills, we were really stressing and focusing on footwork, unconventional shooting positions, and then applying the 7 fundamentals of marksmanship to each one of those. And you cannot neglect or depart from the 7 fundamentals, whether you're a novice shooter, intermediate, or advanced. It doesn't matter. At the end of the
Roger.
day, we're all performing the 7 fundamentals of marksmanship.
gun.
We're all just
Strong
doing
hand
them at
only.
different levels and different degrees of efficiency. So continue to push that in
Manage breath
everything
control.
that you do in your training.
Great, holster. Good run, brother. How'd that feel? How old are you?
57.
Out here crushing it with the youngins, huh? 69-year-old man right here. Sight in. Look at my sights. Fix my grip. Look at my sights.
Align my sights. Squeeze.
Hit.
Hey! Holster. Give us some push-ups.
Look at that. Perfectly done. I got 25-year-old kids out here that can't do this. Draw your firearm. I gotta make these count. Sight in on that target. Perfect grip. Look at my sights. Squeeze. Don't slap. Left. 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 Push it to the right. There you go. Breath control. Hit. One more. Holster. Let's run up there to that 25. Holster. Come on up. Run up to this 25. Take your time. Breathe. Manage breath control. Manage breath control. Breathe. Big breath right here. Draw and go into the kneeling position. Hit. 5 rounds. Breathe. One big breath. Breathe between that respiratory pause. Hit. Yes. Yes. Holster. We're up. Sprint to that 25-yard line and give me 5 rounds. No misses. Draw now. This man was in the hospital a week ago. Nice job, dude. Hey, performance equals outcome. All right, let's crush it. Go.
Full-size
Don't crowd your cover. Ten push-ups. Failure to do right. Go right in the double kneeling. Breathe. Squeeze. Holster. Give me lunges up there to that steel, that 15. Sight now. Draw now. Squeeze, breathe. That's it, baby. That's it. Good run. Way to put out, dude.
After 3 hours of consistent training with no breaks, constant physical training and exertion and training in the red zone, we've created a final exercise where we ask the shooters to start off at the 75-yard line and sprint to the 50. Once they get to that 50-yard line, they've got to be able to make that standing shot in 5 rounds. Breath control is critical at this point, still bringing in solid fundamentals, working on grip. Should the shooter fail to be able to hit 3 out of the 5, well, they owe us some push-ups. We're going to continue to drive the shooter and push them. They'll recover, holster, and then move to the 25-yard line. And then at that point, from behind cover, they will lean out in an unconventional shooting position, work on perfect sight picture, sight alignment, trigger control, and take 3 shots. At that point, they've got to do some additional exercise, sprint up to the 15-yard line and drop 5 rounds on target. The shooters don't get a break. We continue to push them. And what we discover is the shooters at the morning qualification or assessment who were struggling hitting the 25-yard line static now are consistently hitting the target at the 25 with severe breath control issues and fatigue. We hope that you'll follow us on Facebook at Paraclete Consulting at our training division. We hope that you'll subscribe to our YouTube page, like our videos. Man, we'd like to hear from you. Any comments that you have would certainly be appreciated. Thank you. Be safe and be hard to kill.